The world is overpopulated! The only way for us to survive is to have a horrible virus kill us all! Well, not me, or my family, or friends. Really, just a bunch of people from some country with a name I can't pronounce. Hello planet, my name is Ryan and welcome to Best Us. Thank you so much for joining me here today. The topic of discussion, this horrible doomsday-like myth, which is running rampant in our society, and plenty of sane and otherwise reasonable people seem to believe. This topic comes up more and more in my life, and I don't know why it is, but people seem to be under the impression that there's too many of us here on this planet. Those photos, no doubt acting as a perfect representation of that undeniable fact. Or do they? Now, are areas of Mumbai, India, so incredibly densely populated that 100,000 people live on 1 square kilometer of land? Yes. Is that incredibly dense population also the cause for the area's immensely high concentrations of pollution? I have a fact for you because this one threw even me for a loop. Breathing the air of Mumbai, India for 1 day is equivalent in its detrimental effect to smoking 100 cigarettes. Anyway, the answer is quite obviously yes. Do 30,000 kids die each day of starvation? Unfortunately, also yes. But if I could take you on a trip via pictures to this small island in the South Atlantic by the name of South Georgia, and took a picture like this, standing amongst the world's largest congregation of king penguins, would I be able to convince you that the Earth has too many penguins? I would think probably not. You would probably also find it odd if I complained about the air quality inside a burning building, or about the lack of available food whilst living at the North Pole. The simple fact is, if we were to take the Earth and divide its landmass by the number of people, there would be 5 acres of land for every single person on Earth. A half acre of that being actual arable, usable, food-growing land. That's 20 acres for every family of 4. Now, a lot of that land might not exactly be located in places you might like to live, but it's there. As long as we're not looking directly at Mumbai, India, you're likely living in a place with plenty of crisp, clean air to breathe. And as long as you're not an impoverished child in Africa, there's probably enough food for you to eat too. There is in fact so much food floating around that we actually produce enough calories to feed 9 billion people. The real problem here isn't the fact that there isn't enough food, it's that the food doesn't get taken to the right places. We could actually end world hunger today with as little as 25% of the food wasted every day by North Americans and Europeans. And that's by eating our ecologically disastrous, terribly inefficient, and horribly unhealthy standard American diet. So don't give up on us just yet. There's emergent technologies every day coming out that could solve all of our problems as far as our ability to move food around the planet, or to produce more food as a whole, right where we live, to house more people in new and exciting ways, to solve our crisis of energy and its related pollution, and perhaps even reverse all of the damage that we've caused so far. We, as humanity, can do and have done some amazing things in our time. We can't let only 100 years end up as the thing that created our great demise, and we won't. I'll be covering a lot of the smaller details of this video in future content. There's so much more good stuff to come. I hope for now I could relieve your anxiety about the world imploding from our selfish, but not quite irreversible actions. Thanks so much for stopping by Best Us. Take a second and subscribe down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. We'll see you again.